Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the two natural ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show.
So, am I reading a Facebook post, Jo?
You are. This actually came from, I was listening to one of our previous radio shows and you had discussed this and I thought, we need to discuss this further.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go. So, scientifically controlled study conducted by German researchers at the University of Kassel has shown that while the chest area of an average person emits only 20 photons of light per second, someone who meditates on their heart centre and sends love and light to others emits an amazing 100,000 photons per second. That is 5,000 times more than the average human being. Numerous studies have shown that when these photos are infused with a loving and healing intent, their frequency and vibration increases to the point where they can literally change matter, heal disease, and transform negative events. Wow.
I know, it's incredible.
It is. The heart also loves, feels, thinks and remembers and communicates with other hearts. It stores information and continually, with each beat, pulses this information through the body. It is far more than what modern science would have you believe. It is also a pump that pumps the cellular symphony.
Oh, love that.
That is the very essence of your being, and it is a magnetic and radiating vortex and the true source of human power. Wow, there's a whole heap of answers to questions there about where we should be focusing.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, I don't know if people remember when we talked to Jeanette Peterson, because it was actually her, it was the week we interviewed her that all of this has come from, and she talked about, I don't know, actually I don't know if she did talk about Lynne McTaggert, but anyway, she talked to us about Lynne McTaggert, who's written a book called The Field on Quantum Physics, and then out of that she's written two other books, one which is called The Experiment of Intention, and then this other one which I've got, which is The Power of Eight. So I've actually bought The Field and The Power of Eight. My son's reading The Field at the moment, but this book, The Power of Eight, is saying exactly the same stuff as what your post just said. The thoughts are actually something with the capacity to change physical matter. This new science seemed to change everything we thought we knew about innate human capacities. So I'm just reading out a few things that are in her book. This story is about the miraculous power you hold inside of you to heal your own life, which gets unleashed, ironically, the moment you start stop thinking about yourself. So what she does is she has these power of eight, groups of eight, and she gets them to power up, which is a way of getting into the zone. So she says a little breathing exercise and a visualization and an exercise in compassion to help people get into focused, energized, heartfelt state, and focused, energized, heartfelt state. And then most amazing stories. Somebody who had multiple sclerosis. So there were 8 people in the group and all 7, around 8. And the person had the problem was sitting in the middle. The others were holding their hands and doing this process for about 10 minutes. And so this woman that had multiple sclerosis had difficult walking without an aid. The morning after her intention, she arrived at the workshop without crutches. Someone else that had this issue and basically she couldn't see through one of her eyes. Her sight was restored. Somebody that had had severe arthritis was able to walk up the stair. Just someone who hadn't slept for years, had a good night's sleep. It's amazing.
Do you know, I just realised there's somebody we need to interview. I know someone who's healed herself of MS.
Wow.
Yes, so we need to get her on the show.
We do.
I feel like we get into that space when we're on the show. It's like 2 hours where we just get to hang out and have this amazing conversation.
Yes. Both Jeanette and Lynne McTaggert. Now, Lynne McTaggert's not a scientist. She's a journalist. She's done a lot of research into, obviously, quantum physics and other things. But she talks about woo-woo, which is what Jeanette also talked about, and that a lot of people will just go, oh, yeah, right, And yet there's scientific evidence. This is not just somebody saying, oh, this this is what works. But when we focus on our heart and focus on intention and actually creating healing in people, it works.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it's all energy and, they've proved all that in science, haven't they? All the energy and the molecules, like this desk is just molecules that are moving faster. That's what they've told us.
And I'm sure if we can heal people, there'll be a point where, I'll be able to put my hand through this table and I can walk through that door.
Without opening it.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Why not?
I can walk through that door now if I open it, yes. But yeah, discover how to tap into your extraordinary human capacities for connection and healing using astonishing new findings about the miraculous power of group intention and its boomerang effect. And that's the other thing I love. I mean, and that's something we do talk about a lot, is that when you don't concentrate on yourself and you're actually out there, making a difference in the world, it comes back to you. So, and look, there are times when we do concentrate on ourselves and, something happens, bang, we're there again.
Yeah. Well, and there is a balance there too. Like if you're there too much for others and not for yourself, then you're not taking care of yourself. So there is definitely a balance. As I said to you, I've put my neck and shoulder out and, we're sort of wondering why. And then it's like, well, actually I didn't go for a walk yesterday at all. I was head down and bum up. Yeah,
and you didn't move.
No.
Yeah. So you weren't even moving around the house or...
Well, I did move, but not enough, not enough. But so, yes, and that's, for me, that's important, is to do the daily walk.
So this lady, Lynne, she's amazing. I'd love to interview her. I don't know if she'd be there for us to interview. And I love this. You never were alone. You were always part of a greater whole.
Yes.
Don't you love that? Because this other part that people will say, we're always alone. You're never with anybody else. And she's completely shifted that.
Yeah.
Turned it on its head. Just showing us that, no, you know what? We can actually create amazing things.
We can. Okay. Well, yes, I'll get my colleague or your friend on. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome.
Yes.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.